Awesome. Okay. Good morning, David, Salo, and Miguel. How are you today?
Good.
Yeah. Good. Thank you. I know we just did our check-ins over there. We talked about our community circle question. Now we're going to move into our workshop for today. Today we are working on inferences, which I had already given you a small overview of what they are over in our community circle. But essentially, it's when you read in a book and the author doesn't exactly tell you what they're talking about, and so you have to use some clues and the text to make an inference or make an idea of what's going on. Before we begin, I just want to talk about a few expectations and norms, okay? The first one is respect. We know to respect ourselves, respect the space, and respect others, but I'm just reminding us. The second one is try our best. Hey, August, can you get the door for Miss Papa? Thank you. The second one is try our best. So we had talked about earlier, not just saying I don't know or not engaging in the material, but actually engaging and trying to answer our questions as best we can. Miss Papa was just picking them up. Go ahead and add it. Thank you. And the third one is following directions and asking for support. So if you have a question, ask me. So that's what I'm here to do. Okay? Do you have any questions on our expectations? No? Okay, cool. So let's move into inferences. I have this big poster up here, and then this also matches this little poster you have down here. So an inference, what I had talked about is it's using clues to figure out something that the author didn't completely tell you. So for example, my example earlier was that Miss Claire walked outside. She saw water on the ground. She went back inside and put on a jacket. And Miguel had said that it's because it was raining. I needed a rain jacket, but I never explicitly told you that it was raining, so Miss Claire put on a rain jacket, right?
Yep.
Good. So typically this happens, we're going to make inferences when we're reading. That's what our IEP goals are for. But I thought we should start out with some images to make it a little bit more simple and scaffold ourselves into this, okay? So inferences, I've already given you a little overview, but an example little equation like math would be clues from the text. So when you're reading, what is the text telling you? What do I know? I know that if I see puddles, I'm going to put on a rain jacket, right? And then what can I infer? It had rained last night. It is raining, something like that. Does that make sense? Can I get a thumbs up if that makes sense to you? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. I gave some little examples down here. We'll go over the first one. So if someone is smiling, we can infer what? They're happy. Good. So if I'm smiling, I'm typically happy. So that's a little example. We're going to jump into, I've got these 3 images right here. The first one I'm going to do. Okay? I'm going to talk about this one, look at it, answer some questions, and then I will show you the process of what we're going to go through for the other 2 pictures. Okay? So I've given you this little worksheet right here, and the worksheet has 3 questions. The first question is, what is happening in this picture? The second question is, what do you see that makes you say that? And then 3, I want you to dig a little bit deeper. What more can you find? So I'm going to do picture number 1, and this is called I do, we do, you do. So I'm going to do the first one, we're going to do the second one together, and then you're going to do the third one independently, okay? Cool. So for the first question, our first picture we have right here, you guys can look at it here or here. What is happening in this picture? So I'm going to ask myself first, what do I see? So I see kids, probably in elementary school or middle school. I see desks. I see like windows. I see people like putting up fingers. I see them all looking at one area. So I'm going to write down what I see. What do I see? This is number 2. What I see are kids. It's a classroom, I think. They're looking up / at a wall. Okay. What do I think is happening in this picture? So my best guess what's happening in this picture would be that it's a classroom and they're all watching TV. Because they're all looking up here at the wall. And I'm assuming there's a TV or there's like a video camera. Okay? So I'm going to say what is happening in this picture? A classroom of students are, let's say taking a picture. Taking a group picture. Cool. What more can you find? I'm going to look back again because it's important to look back at our text. I see that some kids are further away, and I see that there's a teacher over here. So I'm gonna say there's a teacher in the room, but she's not engaged, which means that she's not really looking over here, right?
So then you get fired if they find out.
Well, it depends on what she's doing. Cool. So I filled out my 3 questions. Now, Miss Claire has already done the pre-work, so I'm going to tell you what's actually happening in this. So for this picture number 1, Costa Rican education minister authorized all schools across the country to have televisions in their classroom to watch the World Cup Masters. So they all wanted to have the World Cup Masters in their classroom so they could watch it in school, and so they put televisions in their classrooms. So that's why everybody's looking up here and engaging in Masters. Cool. Does anyone have any questions about the process? Anything to add? No? Okay, so let's move on to the number 2. This is our image for number 2. It's up here on the board as well. Now, so I did one. We are going to do one together, and I know you're tired. I know some of us are in the blue zone, so let's shake it off. We can get through this, and we can have a break after we get through these 3 pictures, okay? Awesome. So for this next one, it's the we do. So you can see right here, you have 3 questions to answer. It's actually number 4, 5, and 6. Right here, and then right here, okay? So your job right now is to engage in questions with me to identify what we think is happening in this picture, okay? So just like we did before, the first thing we're going to do is look for what do we think is going on in the picture. And what I want you guys to do, instead of just writing it down, let's talk about it first. So Miguel, you're really engaging in the picture. What do you see? What's happening?
Babies crying.
So there's babies that are crying. I want to give you another picture so you can look at it too. So I'm writing down babies are crying. What else?
Do you put that picture?
Hmm?
Do you put that picture?
Yeah. Babies are crying. What else? Salah, what do you see?
I don't know. It looks like a babysitter or a mother.
Mom. Okay, so there's a mom.
Or a babysitter.
Okay, so let's put that mom or babysitter.
Mom/babysitter.
Okay. David, do you have anything to add? What else? So we said there's babies, there's a mom or a babysitter.
Where do you put the
We're just on this first question right now. And then we'll move on to the next one. Yeah. So logos, good. What do they say? Pampers. And then this one it says Unicurve? I don't know what that is, but I know what Pampers is. Does anyone know what Pampers is? What is it?
Diapers for babies.
So diapers. So we have logos. We've got babies crying. We've got a mom or a babysitter. And I'm going to point out something else. This kid's eating something. So I'm going to say eating. I don't know what they are eating because I can't tell. But I'm going to say eating. Miguel, do you have anything else? Anybody else have anything else to add that they see?
I don't think the kid is eating something. I think it's just putting his hands in his mouth.
Interesting. But everyone can see something different, so maybe I think that they're eating and you don't. That's okay. David, do you have anything else to add? Okay. So, what is our inference? So what do we think is happening in this picture? We're putting all of our clues together. What do you think? We've got babies, we've got a babysitter or a mom, we've got logos in the background. We think maybe one's eating, but maybe not. What do we think's happening? Let's make a guess.
Maybe a commercial of some sort.
Okay, a commercial.
commercially?
What else? What do you think, Miguel?
Huh?
What do you think might be happening?
Probably. I don't know.
No? How about you, David? Do you have any guesses? No? No guesses? Okay, so we think it's a commercial. Do you guys agree with that? Do you think maybe it could be a commercial? Okay. So is there anything else we need to add? Anything else we can find in there that could help us?
Nope.
Okay. I'm going to wait for David. He's still writing a few things down, and then I'm going to tell you what exactly it is. We said we couldn't find anything else, so we're good. NA. Perfect. A little cross. Okay. So there was an event that featured 50 babies celebrating their first birthday in the Netherlands.
I wanna see 6 of them.
Okay, so let's look back. So it says that there were 50 babies. This is probably a screenshot of only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But what could we have seen that would make it their first birthday?
I don't even see any cake.
Oh, the number 1.
Yes, they have number 1 on their bodies. So they've got little onesies. And then I'm assuming that this is a cake right here, and that's what this
That's
kid's
the
eating.
flattest cake of it.
Me too, but they had to make it for 50 kids. That's a lot of little babies eating cake.
I mean, it just looks like frosting to me.
Well, there you go. Frosting might be the best part. Got anything to add? No? All right, so do you get the process of looking into this, picking out what our clues are, and then thinking about what it could be? Okay, perfect. So I'm moving these two aside. This is our last image. This image is a little bit hard because I wanted you to use your imagination. I'm going to grab another one. This one has green in here. That's because this is not colored. Let me grab this marker. This person is putting something into the water, so it's making this green.
Why is it green?
I don't know. You have to think about why it might be green. That is your job as the inference maker. Okay, so I'm not doing this one with you. This one's for you independently, Miguel. Come back to us, man. Pick up your head. Thank you. We're almost done. This is our last picture. So the first thing you're going to ask yourself is, what do you see?
Acid.
So you have to make this inference on your own. So I want to see you writing down, what do you see?
Water.
Perfect. So you write those down right here. What
Never
do
seen
you
green
see?
water before.
What do you see?
I see a helicopter.
Perfect. So write it down.
Wait.
I've heard water. I've heard helicopter.
Wait. Oh. I see now.
And here I can move these a little closer. Good. What else do you see? You can say it aloud. Try your best.
It's right there.
Just try your best. Miguel. Spelling doesn't matter.
I know how to spell. Somewhat.
Perfect. I know exactly what you mean, so it's okay. Okay, anything else you see? What about this? What is this? What is this?
I see a boat.
Okay. Once you've answered all that you can answer for what do you see, think about what could be happening in this picture and
Wait,
write
so
that
this
down.
guy's like dumping something into that little lake right there.
So that's what you think? Good. What do you think he's dumping?
No, because like you said,
I had to give you a small clue because the picture doesn't help us very much. I know. Thank you.
I can't even use her phone.
All right. Did you make a guess on what you think is happening in the picture? Make sure you write that down right here for number 7. What do you think's happening in the picture? It's okay. You can answer right there. Okay.
Ooh. Very close to what happens when the water goes out of the
Stream.
I don't know, maybe somebody's like dumping out some like nuclear waste.
Okay. Write it down. You can just write it over here. I don't know. It's all for me. That's a really great inference, Salo. I really appreciate that. There could be millions of things that could be happening. What else? What do you think, David?
I'll close my eyes because I'm thinking.
Deep in thought over there.
Yup.
Once you're done with this inference, you are done with this workshop. So once you write down for me what you think is happening in this picture, you can go back to your desk and I will come tell you what is actually happening. Okay? See, Salo is diligently writing his answer, what he thinks happening. What do you think it says? Okay. So what do we pick up? There's a helicopter. You all done?
I don't know. Probably.
When you feel you're all done, you can go back to your desk and I'll come check in with you and tell you exactly what's happening, okay? You can get out your Chromebook.
Yes. I think it's well done.
Okay, thank you, Salo. Okay, so we had said that we think someone's dumping something. we see a helicopter, we see water. Thank you. I'll come back to you. I'll come over there and see you. So what could be happening? Use your imagination. Why would there be a helicopter and someone dumping stuff into a lake or water or stream?
To contaminate the water.
Okay, good. So someone is contaminating the water. Ooh.
You okay?
I'm good, thank you.
Yes, Claire.
Perfect. Thank you, Miguel. I'm going to come over and tell you what is actually happening in a second. While you're over there, you can start preparing. I have your math tests. Your math tests. Yes, I do.
Oh no.
So I'm going to bring your math test over to you in a moment.